been a lot of occasions recently where I've kind of been not necessarily reminded, but just kind of like it's been brought to like my attention through like Tumblr posts or like things I've been watching. How when we're young, especially for me, this is just me personally speaking, but I like through elementary school was in the gifted program and was kind of in advanced classes in junior high school, and how like they really kind of build up like your self esteem and like your intelligence when compared to other kids like at that point because obviously you're developing more rapidly and it's important to like establish intelligence and like confidence in yourself early on. And like I understand that, and someone said that like on a Tumblr post that they were like it's really hard going from being built up it's really hard going from being that like built up and thinking that you're really smart and like really intelligent and you have all these things to going to like high school and college and realizing you really aren't that smart when compared to the larger population of people. And like people are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's such a first world problem. Like, oh my god, we feel so bad for you, but not really. But it's a hard adjustment when that's how you've grown up and those kind of values have been instilled in you. Um, I think more when you are out of high school, I kind of experienced that more. But even in high school, you're kind of knocked down a peg when you're with all these other kids who are so much smarter than you are, and you kind of have to deal with that, and it's a lot harder than people think. Um, because you just grown up, and then like life knocks you down a peg right away, and but like obviously life is gonna do that to you as you get older. But I think that's a major thing that people don't understand and don't realize. Like I'm kind of dealing with the whole high school college transition, or even junior high high school transition, is that you are already kind of dealing with who you are and who you want to be, and then having to add the whole like, well, I'm not as good as I thought I was, and my shit doesn't stink as much as I thought it did. That kind of notion is very interesting to me, and I didn't think about it until someone pointed it out to me. But as looking back on everything, I realize it's true. And then what kind of made me want to make this video today is that I was watching a video from a talent show I did when I was in third grade, and it was right after 9/11, so it was like a patriotic themed talent show, and I sang "God Bless the USA," and I might insert a clip or do a different video just with that. But I was watching it today, and I was like, I am so bad. Like this is awful. And we were watching other people, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so bad. But at the time, like in elementary school, I thought I was the shit. I thought I was the best singer in the whole school, and like all of these things, and I like thought so highly of myself. A, because people would compliment me all the time, and B, just because I was like, oh, okay, I don't really have any other competition, so I'm awesome. And I was watching today, and I had seen a girl who's my age who was also did the talent show, and she sang, and I was sitting there, and as I was watching her, and I used to like not like this girl. I still really don't like her that much, but I was watching her performance today, and I was like, I was just sitting there, and I said to my sister who was sitting next to me, I was like, oh my god, she's better than me. And I had never realized that at that point or even after high school, but looking back on it now, it makes so much sense. And maybe part of the reason I didn't like her is because I might have been secretly jealous, or my personality and like I had been praised so much that I was like, oh, okay, she can't be better than me. Like I own this place, and it really just kind of brought so much into perspective for me, and it was a really strange moment. And I think we all have that moment in one point of our lives where we're like, we aren't as good as at such and such thing as we thought we were. And whether that's due to the environment in which we were doing it or the feedback we've gotten from people. I think it's really a major moment in your life when you kind of realize that. And then after you kind of realize that, you start to think about your life and your goals and the things that you're good at in a different light. And how you know you can't be the best at everything. And you may not even ever be the best at one thing. But you have to try and be as good as you can at the things that matter. And like learning how to adjust from that I'm so good at this to oh my god, I am not as good as I thought I was. That transition is really important. And so that's kind of why I just wanted to like address it because I feel like it doesn't get addressed at all. And I just really thought it was interesting and a point that was worth talking about. And I just kind of that like light bulb moment of realizing that someone who you thought was so much lesser than you and like nowhere near as good was better is it was just such a surreal and insane moment that even 5 years ago I would have never seen coming. So yeah, maybe I'll insert a clip of me singing because that's embarrassing. I'll insert that after this, but thanks for listening and I'll see you guys later. Bye.